Here are the world records in this category. Both of the holders of the senior and junior world records are in this group. Quite possible both of these will be affected today before this ends. There are 11 athletes in this group. Note that number 5 there, DNS Ben Hinia, that listed DNS is that he signed out.
Yeah.
It seems so he will not be lifting, but he was part of this group, so there are a total of 10 who will be competing now.
You know, we think he did that. We're not sure. We think he did that essentially so that the meet counts for Olympic qualification.
Yeah,
it
once
counts as participation.
Once we know for sure, we'll find out. He was on stage during the introductions and signed the card, so that's usually an indicator of an athlete signing out.
Here is USA's CJ Cummings, current junior world record holder in the snatch, clean and jerk, and total.
4-time consecutive junior world champion.
That's right.
And this is an opportunity for CJ to possibly get on the medal stand in total at a full world championships. It would be unbelievable. Won Jin-suk, Korea, world champion in Anaheim in 2017 in what is now a retired 69 kilo bodyweight category.
That's right. Salya Brikin, 2-time Olympian out of Albania. Could be very dangerous in the snatch.
Speaking of dangerous, Mayura.
Yeah.
Bronze medalist last year at Worlds. One of the other top athletes from the Pan American Confederation. He and CJ, I think, are kind of a battle within a battle here.
His PR total is just a kilo more than CJ's PR total. And there is one of our favorites going in, Yuan Shenfei, gold medalist at the 2017 Asian Championships.
He mostly lifts at a bodyweight class up. I think he's come down for this one.
Andreev, 2019
Bulgaria.
European champion in this category.
He looked great last year in Ashgabat. I think he was 5 for 6, or 6 for 6. He was terrific.
And second athlete from Korea, Bak Joo-hyo. First time seeing him at the Senior Worlds. Based on his entry total, though, he'll be right in the mix.
Yeah, bit of a wild card.
Yeah.
And then Likarad, Belarus. Bronze medalist at 73 kilos last year at Worlds.
DPRK's Oh Kang-chol. In the old 69 kilo class, he was the Asian champion in 2018. And our clear leader, 2016 Olympic gold medalist, Shi Ji-young.
World record holder, all 3 lifts. By the way, listed with an opener at 160. Snatch world record is 168, so keep an eye on that.
Now, if he opens at 160, it might just be him on stage by that point. I don't know that anyone else is going to get close.
So you're saying he will start lifting when the rest of this field finishes?
Yeah.
Possible. We'll see. I mean, the next closest opener now, and I know that these things change over the course of the competition, but right now the next closest opener is Kaya at 152.
Yeah. First athlete to come out looks to be CJ Cummings at 145. Pretty strong opener for him, if I'm not mistaken.
He's done that before, I'm pretty sure. And Shi Ji-young, arguably, right now, Xu Ji-young, excuse me, is arguably, well, he's definitely one of the best, but possibly the best weightlifter in the world.
Yeah. Yeah, so CJ has opened at 145 once before at this year's Junior World Championships, where he snatched 150, his best 153. 3 referees judge each session. 2 of the 3 must give you a white light for the lift to be passed as a good lift. There are the referees for this session, but it doesn't end there, because there is also, behind our 3 referees, a 5-member jury team, which we will get to in just a bit. Just over a minute remaining to the start of competition. And there is that 5-member jury panel. They review the lifts as well. And if they are unanimous, they can overturn a decision by the referees. They are also the jury members that review lifts on the video replay system.
So in just under a minute, we'll be getting this started. The athletes have been in their 10-minute warm-up period. That happens just after introductions. And at this point, it looks like the entire field is in play for a medal.
I think you are right. I mean, Xu Zhiyong, the clear leader, but silver and bronze.
That's what I'm talking about.
So the lowest to the highest opener, discounting Xu Zhiyong in the snatch.
Right.
Well, do you think that 160? What do you
kilos.
think about that 160?
He's opened with 60 before.
Oh yeah, it's real.
Yeah.
And then, by the way, we can't forget, like we said, we mentioned earlier, in the B group, Sergey Petrov snapped 153.
That's right.
So
yeah.
that's currently the lead. So it does look like CJ is going to get us started at 145.
Sounds like he took 140 in the warm-up room for his last warm-up.
Getting better and better in the snatch.
Yeah, keeps looking stronger. And so, well, he's always looked strong, but technically,
well, better.
Really, yeah, has made some strides.
Strength has never been that young man's issue.
No. Very nice opener.
So with that, 146 will bring out Won Jung-sik, Korea. Now, we mentioned CJ made 140 in the back before coming out. We've been told Won Jung-sik missed 140 before coming out.
Interesting.
Here he is, opening with 146 kilos. Which is the mark of a pro and is an important thing to think about, just because it
doesn't matter
on the main stage, and this is right on the money.
Once you pass through that threshold onto that competition stage, it's a different world anyway.
Yeah. Manages to put it behind him, get on the platform, get on the board. Now, one of two lifters from China, Yuan Chunfei, same weight, 146 opener.
He just overpowered that.
Wow.
You know, it's his first senior worlds, maybe just a little nerves or something, but you're right, there's a lot of power in that lift.
But what I mean by that is that the bar was going forward.
So the
watch when he punches out. Bar's coming forward there.
Right. He says,
and he
nope.
just stops it.
He just, oh man.
It is crazy.
We've said it a lot, but the Chinese team, in addition to being well coached, technically proficient, they're supremely strong.
Here's Mayora now, 147. He's coming off a huge day at the Pan Am Games.
for Mayura.
That's the weight that he made on his second attempt last year as a 67 in Ashgabat. So he's moved up a class, and he's opening with that 47 here, and it's pretty smooth.
Yeah.
So it looks like 47 stays on Bak Juhoya.
Pretty reliable on his opening attempts. Hasn't missed one in international competition yet. Today's not the day to do so either. Beautiful opening attempt by Bak. Equals what he did in Tokyo at the Ready Steady Tokyo event on his opener just a couple months ago.
It's perfect. Everything about that was perfect.
Yeah. Changes going in.
Looks like Andreev moved up to 49, so Oh Kang-chol at 48. Be surprised.
Nope, they put a change in, it looks like. And if 148 is the weight for CJ that he stays at, he will be the lifter. And they're putting a change in. There's Coach Mike Gattone putting in a change.
So CJ's moved up. Remember, CJ's done 154. That is the junior world record.
CJ wants 150. Mayura, now the athlete, on his automatic increase
That's
of
going
1
to change
kilo.
in a second, yeah.
And there is Team Venezuela making the change. So this is the competition within the competition.
Thought I just saw 50 there for Mayura.
That makes sense. Yep.
So he'll probably change that based on what the others ahead of him do.
Yeah. And what CJ does.
Well, you also have to keep an eye on Won Jung-sik, who would
Andreev.
also go first. But now Andreev, 149.
Did 153 at the European Championships earlier this year, equaling his personal best, which is also what he did in Ashgabat last year.
Yeah, what was he, 5 for 6 or 6 for 6 there?
In Ashgabat, 4 for 6.
4?
Yeah, but 3 for 3 in the snatch.
Nice lift.
Very nice.
All right, so that gets him on the board now. 150 is going to be loaded for Oh Kang-chol. Can't improve upon that at all.
I was going to say, you know, the bar reaches a certain level and then boom, he is just under it and it doesn't descend. Oh Kang-chol, 150 kilos. Note that we're still behind the high mark set in the B group by Sergei Petrov of Russia. Man, very nice lift. This is off to a really nice start.
When we get to this level, you know, it really can be one missed lift that can cost your place or your medal or whatever. It's incredible.
All right, so now we're back to CJ Cummings. Second attempt, 5 kilo jump. 150 on the bar. This might draw a red light, guys.
Let's see what happens. Good lift.
What did you see?
The left arm. Left arm. Jerry looks a little active. It's good. Okay.
They will leave it alone. All right, so a good lift, 2 for 2 for C.J. Cummings.
54 probably next.
54 matches his junior world record. Here's this second attempt, 150 again.
He doesn't have to take any chances.
Exactly.
In the clean. Whoa, wow, good save.
Talk about strong.
Because he's one of the last to open in the clean and jerk.
And yeah, you just have to play it out and take an attempt that you need. All right, so now Wan Ching-sik made his opener with 150. This would move behind C.J. Cummings. So for the second straight A session, thanks to this lift right here, we've started the group off with 9 straight makes.
Yeah, this is remarkable.
All day.
And, you know, it still might be the case that 153 from earlier today holds, but it looks like it might fall sooner than we anticipated, maybe.
Yeah. Everybody bumped up their openers. There's that big wave of changes. CJ's probably going to go back to his warm-up platform. There's a change going in for the lifter from Bulgaria.
Yep.
Number 7.
Andreev looks like 54.
Yeah, 54. Salyabrekin, 151. But he doesn't seem to be out there in the staging. Here he is.
He's coming out. He's not in a rush. His clock is running.
He's got plenty of time, no?
Yes. Just
50 seconds.
About 50 seconds here, yeah.
Nice opener.
Yeah.
Start for Breaking. He opened with 52 at the Europeans in April. Wound up finishing with 156. That was good enough for a gold medal there.
At the European Championships.
Yep.
Feels like the calm before the storm.
Where everybody's just kind of kicking the water a little bit
Everyone's
with
getting
their openers.
their opener on the board.
And then the game will begin.
And all
well,
of a
but
sudden,
they're all advancing forward. That's the thing. Nobody's had a setback yet.
I think frenzy will start as soon as somebody misses.
Yeah. Smell blood in the water.
Yeah.
So Yuan Chengfei. China made his opener with 146. Here he is with 151. This would move him into third. There's an opening.
That's the first lift we've seen in the session. That's pretty remarkable.
First miss, yes.
Two athletes remaining to come out with their openers. Team China making a declaration at the very least.
Sands, number 6. 154.
That sounds like 154. He's moving up off the miss.
All right. Risky strategy, but when it works, it looks like a good idea.
Ju Hyu. 151 second attempt. Cummings right now on deck for an increase. The changes will start happening, guys, after this attempt.
What do you think, Dr. Boffa?
Good enough. Well, that was
We'll
toward
see.
you, Dave. What do you think?
I think
Good enough for three
good
white
enough.
lights?
Yeah, 3 white
I
lights.
agree.
You know, to
For
be
a
honest,
change, thank
hard
you.
to say if it was shoulders.
I think shoulders, yeah.
You know, if I'm watching, if I were in the chair, I would have said whites. Watching it in slow motion, I get a little more uncertain. But in the chair, I would have done whites. So I think that's the right call. Likarad coming out. Like they're from Belarus, although they're putting a change in for him. They want 150. It's hard to say. I thought they wrote 152, but that's what he had. No, it's going to be Mayura. They want 154. So Mayura coming out on 152, 5-kilo increase over his opener.
This would move him into second place behind Sergei Petrov from this morning. Nice left. No, I just don't know if you leave CJ here, who would be next. Well, let's just take a look at this again.
I think 3's a good call for CJ.
It's out early, though, and there's a lot more on the table.
But again, you know, he's going to be up towards the top in a clean and jerk.
But there are just too many of these guys packed together, so CJ has moved to 54.
Okay.
And okay with that, too. I mean, it's...
Yeah, I know. I'm following. I'm just thinking it through as I look at this board. And with less than halfway through, it doesn't behoove you to play a 1-kilo lead game right now.
True.
But Won Jing-suk is going to play a conservative here with a 3-kilo jump. Made his opener with 146, then his second with 150. Here he is on his third attempt with 153.
Wow, 3 for 3 on the day.
Great lift.
Yeah, that is great lifting.
And he's pleased with that choice.
Although, you know, you look at every competition he's been at internationally since last year's Worlds, 3 for 3 in the snatch.
Yep.
Building on success.
So now Mayura will move up in short order here, which might bring out Vadzim Likarad for the first time.
Yeah, he's coming out for this 154. Belarus can only send one athlete, one male, one female, to the 2020 Olympic Games.
They have a couple of decent options. He's one of them. If you've never seen him, very technically sound. Watch him particularly in the overhead position. just solid.
It is. Very nice lockout. No doubt about it.
That's a
Got
good
2
start
more.
for Likarad.
Yeah.
And you're just waiting for somebody to not look like
Yeah.
this.
So with that, we surpass the high water mark of the B group. That 154 means he
We have
goes
a new
ahead.
leader.
Yep.
Right. So Bositar, Andreev from Bulgaria now, second attempt.
Great lift. Yeah, that is a really nice snatch. Beautiful movement around the bar.
I mean, as of recent years, we haven't really seen a lot of technical proficiency out of the Bulgarian lifters, and I think
No?
not so much.
Okay.
He, on the other hand,
He, on the other hand,
as
yes.
sharp as they come.
Thank you. Yes.
Some changes going in.
Okay, Cho. Looks like he might be going 55. No, he's coming out.
He's coming out.
154. That should be good.
I think so. And 2 of the 3 judges agree.
By majority decision, that's good enough. And it looks like Cummings is next with his 54. And this is a spot, guys, where I would consider moving up to the 55.
Right.
Now
Yeah.
I have a different opinion on it.
Well, because if he takes 55, then he takes that first. Everybody else.
That's right. He's got the benefit
He's moving up.
in this case of being the first, which would force everybody else. Because now that we're past halfway, now that almost everybody is on a second or third attempt, it's the point at which you do want to establish.
They did. They went up.
So CJ has moved up to 55. And you also hope that somebody makes a mistake and uses their 2 changes too soon after you make the 55. So we'll see. Right now, though, it looks like Bak Ju-Hyu is on the clock with 154. And
Nope.
the change is coming
They're
in.
putting a change in.
So the water, it's like a waterfall. Once somebody hits 55, everybody who's got changes left is going to go to 56 with one exception. And this, if you're tracking CJ, actually, or any of the guys on 155 right now, what
Salya-Bricken.
Salya-Bricken does here, or Bricken Salya, excuse me, does here. Why would he go up?
Number 3.
Bricken went up.
Well,
All right. Into a 5-kilo jump, but that now leaves it with the same story. CJ Cummings takes this.
this would be a new junior world record.
CJ already owns the junior world record at 154, so here you go. 155-kilo junior world record attempt.
No.
Right play, but no lift today.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
I agree.
100% the right
Exactly.
call. Absolutely.
He'll be credited with 150.
Still in the game.
Just needed to really punch out with that left arm a little bit more.
I'm not sure it had the height, though, to be honest.
Maybe.
tough.
But if he would have punched out, he might have pushed himself down a little bit.
Maybe, yeah. Yuan Chengfei.
Now you want to talk about a big swing.
Yeah.
This is like the whole deal here.
Yeah.
This sets him all the way back to 146 if he doesn't make this. A 9-kilo swing.
Up and over.
That could be his competition right there.
Yeah, and historically, he's somebody who's been a little erratic, and that was a wild choice. I mean, that was a risk. He missed 151 on his second attempt and took a 4-kilo jump and missed that. So here he is sitting in 12th.
Got to question a judgment on those calls.
It's a gamble. It is a big gamble. And it looks like Yuan Chengfei has been burned by it. So he's going to need a huge clean and jerk to get back into this.
And he's strong in the clean and jerk, but I don't know that he's that far ahead of this field.
That he can create separation, make up that kind of ground.
That's a lot of ground.
So now 155, Bak Ju-Hyo. You know, he set up for a long time on that. It felt like he was thinking about it.
Yeah. Once it gets in your head, things can start going south. Is credited with his second attempt, 151.
And I could be wrong, but I don't see that he's tried more than 152 before.
You know, gave it a good effort. Looked like just maybe a bit of a swing, and so it went up and over. Hard to stop that bar when it's drifting back, especially when it's 155 kilos. Coach Ivan Ivanov of Bulgaria, himself a lifter back in the day, making a change. He's calling for 156. No, excuse me. Yeah, 156 for his athlete, Andreev. 156 on the bar now brings out Breakin Salya. 5-kilo increase over his opener. It's been pretty consistent in the past year or so in the snatch, but before that he gets a little dicey. Some bomb outs, some 1-for-3s.
Wow.
And he holds on.
That might turn into a big deal.
Yeah, that is a big deal.
That was a great save.
Look at him looking up
He
like,
looks at-
thank you.
Thank
he
you,
had some help
gravity.
on that. What a great
Watch
save.
this.
Right there.
Wow. He was on his toes a little bit and then hung on.
So hard to do. Good for him.
So I would think he'll sit back a little bit and see how this plays out, because now look at this. Everybody's on 156 or 157 other than Xu Zhiyong.
Yeah, Xu Zhiyong. We should just assume we're talking about the field, not Xu Zhiyong, who is in a field of his own. And Oh Kang Chol right now of PRK coming out.
This is an interesting
156.
choice, because if he moved up to 57, he would be the
First one to make it.
the first one to make it.
Yeah.
But by choosing to do this, he will move into second place behind Kaya, and unless everyone else misses, probably not win a medal. This is a play for the clean and jerk.
Or a mistake.
All right, 154, that keeps him in the thick of it still. not a major risk, a 2-kilo increment, so he's not set back too far. I mean, you think about the difference. A miss with 156, you still got 154 on the board. A miss with 155, you back all the way to 146, you're done.
Yeah. That's why it, you know, makes sense to build on the total, as you've said before, Sean.
Yes.
So now Vadim Likarad made his opener with 154, and speaking of a build, here's a 3-kilo increment, and it would move him into the lead. All right, no lift, he has another, but he might have to try another weight if he wants to win a medal.
Oh man, he had it. It just
it's right there,
drifted
and you can see
forward.
he's not even in his full bottom position.
No. Not sure that left arm was ever really fully extended and locked out either. Mayura.
And Mayura. Big spot for Mayura. All right, a little too much today, but still
Kinda
152.
Still in good
forward into the catch. Lost it behind, but still good total. I mean, good number for the start.
Bulgaria's Andreev coming out now, 157. Looked very nice on his opener and second attempt, 49, and then 154.
Beautiful.
Man, he lifts the bar exactly where he needs it and then shoots under it.
That rocked. This whole thing has been great again. And we still have not seen. Let's take a look at this.
Look at that.
Xu Zhiyong, we have yet to see. And we have at most 2 attempts before we get to him. And I mentioned Likarad missed 157. If he wanted a medal, he might have to try a different weight, and that is indeed the case.
Yeah.
He has moved up to 158 kilos.
To guarantee himself a medal.
To guarantee himself a medal if successful. And in this group, he's not amongst the top clean and jerkers, so this is kind of the spot he needs to be in. This is a good gamble, if you want to call it that. So here's Vadim Likarad, 158 kilos, third attempt. This will move him into the lead.
I don't want to get any closer than that.
No. You know, once again, I think he just had to settle a little. That one was locked out.
He was game for it. He was not overmatched by that weight. He missed it.
Yeah.
Which happens. And he's going to be frustrated. And if you see his body language going past, there's no doubt.
Yeah.
But that is going to cost him pretty dearly, I think, when we get to the other side of this competition. And it would have been a medal.
Yeah, would have guaranteed him a medal.
So now 159, which, as it turns out, Brickenkalia didn't need.
No, he is in silver medal position.
Salya-Bricken could have put it down to 158 before Likarad's attempt. Now the outcome's still the same, but he's actually passing.
He's pulling out. Yeah.
Okay.
Very interesting.
Maybe he knew 56 was a max effort. It's already good for a silver.
True.
Not a bad idea. If he doesn't think he can do more.
Right. Well, because he's not gonna win.
But he's not going to win more than the silver he's already won.
Right.
But, you know, toward helping with the total.
Right.
Either way,
I can't imagine if he was able to take that third. I don't imagine he would have.
Exactly. I agree. I think he thought that last one was MX. All right. So now, Xu Yong, China, world record holder in this class, opening with 160 kilos.
The rest of the field is done, and he is just starting.
Come on.
Can you even say he's starting? Is he starting? Is he still warming up?
Well, he doubled 150.
Yeah, in the back, he doubled 150. Right.
Just remarkable. Truly in a league of his own. Look at this lift. Catches it almost at parallel. So with that, he pretty handily wins gold in the snatch.
The question is, by how much is he going to break his world record?
Yeah. I mean, his lead in the clean and jerk is so commanding as well.
In theory, when we get there, at least there's openers, right? I follow.
Yeah. You're like, you almost don't need to worry about building the total here. You could just go for the world record.
I don't think he's going to take a 9-kilo jump in his second attempt.
No, he'll get his way or work his way to 69, but what would track you toward it? 65, 66?
Probably 64, 65. Yeah, 65.
And
he's coming for 63.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
Oh, so maybe he's not interested in the record.
Maybe not.
By the way, he's been to 3 world championships. 2 world championships. He's won both times he's been there. 15 and 18.
Now he's just messing with us, I think.
I feel like that. I do.
He's trolling the entire weightlifting community.
I could do more, but I'm not gonna.
I know what you want to see. I don't know that I'm going to give it to you. Look at how that was almost, I mean, really identical to the opener. Note the 2 different shoes as well, which has been his signature thing for at least a few meets now, I want to say.
So, what do you do here? You hope, maybe?
Well, it depends on what their goal
He's going
is.
66.
So they're playing for the total.
I guess so.
This is the final attempt of this session. And I hope I don't sound disappointed because believe me, I respect this as amazing it is. But this is what happens when you know a lifter is so good. We do the same thing with Lasha. We do the same thing with a few others. It's just you always want them to do more than what you've seen them do in the past. And, you know, he might very well be capable of it. He certainly looks to be.
Yeah.
But that's just not their plan today.
Exactly. And, you know, the Chinese in general, coaching staff, very smart, very intelligent. They presumably have a bigger plan.
So 166 will be the 3rd attempt of Xu Yong. of China. He is already the gold medalist in the snatch. And let's be clear, this is a huge lift.
This is really enormous. This is a big lift for the class above.
Right.
This is a big lift for 2 classes above, let's be honest. I mean, JP, you've said it before, and I just have to agree with you. He really, there's a good case to be made that he is the best weightlifter, male weightlifter, walking the earth today. And that's in an era with Lasha Talahadze.
He's certainly in the conversation. I mean,
he's certainly, that's putting it lightly, Sean.
And then I say this and everything I said before, and I wish he would have snatched 69.
You know you're
he
spoiled.
so clearly can.
Yeah, you know you're spoiled when a 73-kilo human being puts 166 overhead and you have a tinge of disappointment.
Don't use disappointment.
166. Xu Zhiyong, gold medal in the snatch.
Unbelievable.
By almost 10 kilos, right?
Yeah.
You don't often see dominance.
No,
like
and
this.
to open after everybody else is closed in a bodyweight category as good as this.
Exactly.
Is to be that much better than the rest of this field it's unbelievable.
I mean, historically, it hasn't happened at this level it doesn't happen at this level very often.
There's Andreev, who looked great, silver medal in the snatch. 157-kilo third attempt effort there, and then Salya Bricken,
bronze. Unclear what pulled out of that third attempt. Maybe he just knew. He's pointing to the Albanian singlet. Here are the results in the snatch from the men's 73-kilogram group. Top 2 finishers, 3 for 3, and of our top 3 finishers, none missed a lift. One withdrew on his third attempt, but otherwise all makes, and a huge 166 by Xu Zhiyong.
Do we know why the Tunisian lifter withdrew? Do we
Pretty sure he signed out.
Okay.
All right, so we are in our break between the snatch and the clean and jerk. Here are some highlights from the snatch competition in the men's 73-kilo category.
No surprises, really.
Honestly, the biggest surprise, we didn't see a world record in Xu Zhiyong. If you've enjoyed that, want to learn more about the sport of weightlifting, the athletes you've just seen in these championships, check out social media at IWFnet on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. There's lots more to learn about the sport, lots more to watch. We're going to take a little break right now between snatch and clean and jerk. About 6 minutes or so to go until the start of the clean and jerk phase of the competition.
All right, welcome back to Pattaya for the clean and jerk competition of the men's 73-kilo category. The athletes are just finishing their warm-ups.
Quite a snatch session. Xu Zhiyong on the top with a 166. No surprise there. getting ready to come out. It looks like Korea's one is perhaps the first athlete to come out.
Looks like 180 is what's being called.
Yep.
But I don't know if he's in the area. That's not Won Jung-suk going over there.
No.
That change going in. Won Cheng-fei looks like he's getting ready to come out.
Number 2, 185. Number 9, 183.
And 180 stays in the bar for Belarus.
3, thank you.
Nope. Another change. Brigan Salya of Albania, 181.
181.
More changes. I think that we are going to see. Brigan.
Interesting.
Yeah, here he is.
Silver medalist in the snatch, first person out in the clean and jerk.
Yeah.
That changes stuff right off the bat.
Yes.
And he passed on his third snatch attempt. Unclear why.
Yeah, I mean, if he knew he was coming out first, you'd think that he would want as much as he can get.
Which is a good reason for passing the third, is what you're saying? Yeah,
Start
sure.
your warm-up, maybe. And that looks good. Gets on the board with that. Yuan Cheng-fei, the athlete now. Asking for the same weight, 181.
All right, so
he's out early too.
Yep, and he had made just his opening snatch.
Yeah, remember that set him back quite a bit.
Yeah, 146, and
took a gamble increasing on a second attempt, which was a miss. Didn't pay off.
Nice turnover. Correct me if I'm wrong. Squat jerk? Did we see that?
Don't recall. Yes.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Whoa.
So a good start there with 181. For Yuan Cheng-fei. It's just wild. I don't.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Thank you.
Everybody wants to do it in America, but nobody can.
Very challenging. No margin for error. Jerk already has very small margin for error. Squat jerk just
well, it makes it even more.
Smaller.
Yeah. Speaking of odd jerk styles, you know, CJ Cummings has done quite a bit to develop a style that I think is very unique to him, and it seems to work.
Right.
And there were, you know, remember there was some noise around him switching to a power jerk in 2017, and he's even modified off of that. Watch.
He's worked closely with Piros Dimas on this.
When he gets through this clean.
Whoa. I wasn't expecting that.
No.
It's rare that he misses a clean. That's true. Fell back on his heels a little bit, I think. So no lift there for CJ Cummings at 183. See the toes come up? Back on his heels immediately. That one just got away.
I want to say I recall him missing a third attempt clean.
Well, like you, what, with a junior world record or something?
Yeah, but
I mean,
an opener, attempt
yeah.
clean.
Won Jung-sik.
First attempt.
Yep. Same 183.
Yeah, we're north of 400 pounds at this point. Right into the jerk. No.
By right into jerk, you mean right into the jerk? No waiting.
No waiting.
Yeah, no, he stood up and then went right into it, almost fast enough to maybe catch the attention of the judges, but nope, he stops, gets the body motionless, and then goes into the jerk.
It's weird because he had it locked out, and then as soon as he started to move his feet, he unlocked.
All right, so CJ Cummings is back at 183.
Very uncharacteristic miss.
I don't know.
Clean.
Yeah, I don't remember the last time I saw him do that, especially on an opener.
Yeah.
Struggled a little bit coming out of that clean for him.
So by unique style, wide stance, no foot movement.
I mean, very nearly a push press, if we're honest.
And he just flicks the bar overhead.
But, John, I agree. He struggled on that clean, which we're not used to. The jerk looked as easy as ever. The clean.
But he usually stands up like he has a piece of paper.
He's on his toes. He's on his toes, standing up.
Seems like he's a little off.
Well, he's got one more, but unfortunately, throwing away that first attempt is going to cost him. Right now, Korea's Won Jung-sik, same weight, 183.
And he had a good jerk locked overhead until it wasn't.
Yeah, the opening of this session is starting off very differently from the opening of the snatch phase. Hopefully he can turn things around. CJ certainly has started it. Making that 183. Let's see Won continue the trend. Beautiful clean.
Oh, I don't know.
This could go either way.
Edge. Yeah. Punch a button, whichever color you want it to be.
There you go. Judges say.
Judges said good. Two of them said good.
Two of them said good. I think it's going to hold.
Well, they're chirping on the jury there a little bit.
But if they're not turning it over, it's probably because they didn't fully agree either.
Yeah, exactly. They have to be unanimous.
They don't have to be unanimous, I think, to call them back.
But to overturn,
they would have to unanimously.
Likharov from Belarus coming out for 184 kilos. Rough day in the snatch, only made 1 out of 3. That left arm is a tiny bit soft, but it didn't really move. It just wasn't, you know, some people have a lockout that's a full. Now, one of the judges, felt the same way.
2-1, 2 good lifts in a row by a 2-1 split decision.
Yeah, I saw what you saw, David.
But I don't recall his lockout off the top of my head, if that's actually just it or if he was a little short of a full lockout. But he gets it. He's going to keep that on the board. CJ taking an increase, of course. Mayora of Venezuela, who along with CJ is one of the 2 strongest in his weight class in the Pan American Federation.
Well, the two strongest.
The 2 strongest.
And we mentioned earlier, Mayora's best total is 1 kilo
Just
more.
a kilo more.
Yeah. than CJ.
CJ's, exactly. So very good chance.
One difference being is that Mayora no longer is a junior.
True, yeah. And
whereas
CJ has a
still
whole other
is,
year.
but, you know, points the same. They're both very much each other's equal in terms of where they are right now. And in all likelihood, both will be Olympians.
See them in Tokyo.
Good lift.
Yeah, very nice. Strong opener. Could be that the tide has turned for the session. We've seen a few good makes in a row.
Close to it.
Yeah.
Possibly even.
Did it touch the flap coming out of his knee wrap? That was close.
Well, so if he touched the flap of his knee wrap, that's not a. What is that?
I don't know.
Just a flap. In theory, I don't think it's an elbow touch.
Okay.
Because I don't think a knee wrap is part of the body.
Bulgaria's Andreev now. His first attempt, 1.85. 3 for 3 in the snatch. This is also our snatch silver medalist. He moves his hands in the dip and drive.
And he dips on his fingertips. And then he throws his hands underneath the bar as he drives up.
Wide.
That's wild.
So these guys are all packed in here together. See here, Baltazar. Andreev with that lift. Now, Okane Scholl
made 154 on his second attempt, missed 56 on his third. Nice, clean.
Great upright position in the clean when he caught it.
Yeah.
So a good start there for Okane Scholl.
Yuan Chengfei. Second attempt, 185 kilos. Really impressive. Not sure what they're going to say about that left arm. Small flicker there, but 2-1, he gets it. But we'll see.
The jury's
calling a stop. Let's see if we can.
About this side, the left side.
So here's what the jury's taking a look at.
Yes, spread out. Spread out, no lip.
They're going to call it a press out.
Well,
Yes.
I feel like it's always the case, but that's a tight one.
Yeah.
That's so slight.
Yeah.
But
that's the rule.
Broken record. I got it.
Again, I don't like the rule like that as it's written and as it's interpreted, but it's interpreted the way it's written, I should say. And that is the rule. Unfortunately, it cost him that attempt. Let's see what he does. In the meantime, Bak Joo-hyo. Joo-hyo wants 186. He's coming out for that weight.
I think CJ will be next. No, Mayora right now.
Yeah, I think CJ's going to come out for that 186. I don't think
Nobody
he's
won't be
do more.
next. I think Mayora is actually ahead of him in the.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's so important to keep pushing up on the bar. I mean, you see some of these guys, they catch it in great position in the split. Then as soon as they start to move their feet, they lose tension in their arm.
Relax.
So you got to be real mindful of that. Tell my athletes, you got to keep pushing on the bar until you hear the down signal. Don't stop until then.
Even then, maybe wait.
Yeah, right.
Andreev of Bulgaria
is not going to be taken.
Nope. Ivan Ivanov, the coach, putting a change in.
Number 7, 189.
Couldn't see that there. Looks like he's going up to 189. This will bring Bak Joo-hyo out for his second attempt. Great clean by Bak. Needs to put together the jerk.
Did a 190 at the Tokyo Test event. Second attempt on that one.
There were some great lifts at that Tokyo Test event. He's pushing. Yeah.
He is. It's good.
He listened to you.
Sure.
So with that, he gets on the board. 186 stays on the bar. CJ Cummings becomes a lifter. Right now, let's take a look at that lift again. You can see what you're talking about, Sean. Clean was great, just like the first.
Well,
and there.
right there, you got to keep pushing as soon as you start moving the foot.
Yep. Now, it looked like it maybe was just a tiny bit more forward than
yes, he was.
CJ's moved
but
up.
He holds on. CJ moving up.
That's what I figured.
187.
And it looks like Yuang Cheng Fei's moved up.
Number 6, 187. Yes.
87 going on the bar for Yuang Cheng Fei. So he went up again off a miss.
Yeah, because it worked out so well during the slash. And this isn't going to do a whole lot for him. In fact, it's not going to do anything.
Unclear.
In the grand scheme.
So he's clearly second fiddle to Xu Zhiyong. Could be they're just grooming him, prepping him, keeping the field deep in China. That was the best one.
Yeah,
Very much so.
That was really sharp. So
And
it
for
worked
those
out.
who are a fan of the power jerk, that's what it's supposed to look
Yeah,
like when it's done
squat
right.
jerk.
Squat jerk,
Squat jerk.
excuse me. That's what it looks like when it's done right, but
It's so risky. It really is risky.
maybe he's a little banged up, but still going up like that, off the miss.
That was perfect, though. As
It
a
really
squat
was.
jerk. I mean, that's textbook. Beautiful. Seem happy enough?
$333 kilo total.
Won Jung-sik. Third attempt, 188.
Early down.
Arms were soft. That's too bad. It was a nice lift otherwise.
You can clean.
Yes, he can.
It's just that jerk is just
Soft overhead. They're going to challenge.
Thank you for saying that, though, because it saves me from complaining about the press out call. I don't think this will go his way.
I don't think so either.
And I don't want to complain about the press out call because, unfortunately, I don't disagree with it. I understand why they did it. And watch here, it's soft. You can see the bending really on both arms.
Red out, two hand, no lift.
And then watch me say that. They turn
was
around.
quick.
So
No
they're
lift.
holding to that press out.
Press
Yeah.
out, yeah. And fair call as the rule is written.
Fair call, period. Right there, both arms. You see it. It's slight. And as you get down toward the end of your day, what's the harm in throwing in the challenge
Right,
club here in a
absolutely.
ball like this? Zero.
Oh, it's the last lift, yeah.
Exactly. Give it a shot. All they could do is say, no, you're no worse off.
Exactly.
So Won Jung-sik will finish with a 336 kilo total. For now, that's good for 7th place. And now Vadim Likarad, second attempt, 189. He's one that had his opening attempt passed by a 2-to-1 decision, so keep an eye on his punch out.
Well, it's going to come down, yeah. So it would have been close regardless, though. I think you're right, Sean. He's got one more.
Boy, it doesn't look, I mean,
He can clean it, right?
yeah.
That is the position you were asking on his first, like maybe he doesn't.
Yeah, no, that's just what he does. I mean, he's
Yeah.
got a weird back foot. He's got a lot of
Yeah.
stuff going wrong on that jerk. It's really going to limit him. I mean, it's amazing that he's doing what he's doing.
Yeah. Let's see. So 189 still on the bar. This time for Andreev of Bulgaria, and he's going to come out. So Likarad will have a chance to rest.
This is his second attempt. This would give him a 347.
What's his best?
I think we're getting there.
Okay.
In fact, we are getting there. What is this? A 4-kilo jump?
Yep.
346 would do it. His best, excuse me, his 346 is what he'd have. His best that I could find is 345 from the Europeans earlier this year.
Okay. So building on that total if he makes this. And pretty close even if he doesn't.
That's nuts. It really is.
Really nutty.
You know, I forgot about that.
Yeah. You forget, and every time you see it, it shocks you.
But I think we did notice it, in fairness, last year.
We did.
Did
We
he
did.
pop his hands out? And yeah, he did. But the clean, just silky smooth, and then wide.
Pretty dramatically, too. He moves, it looks like it's about a hand width that he
Right, I
moves
mean,
them
it's
out.
not nothing. I mean, theoretically, it's genius, right? Because you cut you have the drive with more power with the closer hands, and the
Less distance
distance
required.
to go.
Yeah.
But I mean, talk
long-
about a variable.
Yeah, I know. As long as you keep theoretically in front of that center.
Let's just say
It's
nobody
fine.
here is advocating you do this.
No, no.
Okay?
You can call it the Nicoletta jerk
These are professionals.
technique.
Nope.
Lee Garad coming out for his third attempt at 189. Gonna try this again. Couldn't get it overhead, or hold it overhead, I should say. Second attempt.
Nice clean.
Yeah, but I don't think it's going to solve his jerk problems. It's too bad.
Yeah, very good clean. Unfortunately, that overhead position doesn't look very solid, or at least it hasn't today. Does end up with his opening attempt at 184. Only 2 for 6 today. 338 total.
Well, what got him, or where the day got away, were a couple of those really close snatch attempts that he missed.
Yeah. Right now, gold medalist in this snatch, Xu Zhiyong of China coming out. Assuming he makes this, and it sounds like his runs were going pretty well, 180 in the back. Assuming he makes this, he is all but untouchable in the total.
Oh, now he's just showing off.
He had to work for that, though.
Yes, he did.
But he got it done.
He was
Good.
all over on his left leg.
You heard, I gotta say, you heard an audible gasp from the crowd.
And that
at
doesn't
round.
happen that often here.
No.
That is a really good point.
Look at this. That's a 190 power clean. He stops it like a brick wall. That bar is dazed.
And that's 6 kilos below the world record.
Right. His world record.
His world record.
So, do we think anyone else is going to try power cleaning is the question.
I mean, like, did the other lifters in the back look at that and just say, whoa? You know, like,
The room did.
I know, but I'm wondering about the competitors.
Man.
They can't help everybody's spirit in there. I mean, really.
Brickin Salia right now, 190, same weight.
It's been some time since he's been out.
Yeah,
huh?
it's well, he was at 181 on his opener, so
Okay.
it's been a while. Just want to note, by the way, Xu has declared 197.
So no shock at
You
all.
may get your world record attempt after all.
Yeah, is that a surprise?
Here's the clean.
Well, I guess the surprise is he going to be power? Is he going to power clean? That would be something that's never happened before.
So Brickin, no lift here. He does have another one.
Number 4, 191.
Oh, Kang Chol
And number 10,
moving up to
191.
191.
Number 10.
Bak Joo-hyo of Korea is at 190. We'll see if that stays. Note that CJ has moved to 191.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. It's an interesting spot for CJ that puts him at 341. It's not intuitive. They're predicting we're projecting where others will be. So Bok Joo-ho has moved up. Will they move? It's too late to move Cummings down.
My
There's the
guess is they'll
change.
stick with 191.
So this is going to bring
191.
Kalia back.
Luckily, Breakinside had a few minutes of rest there. Should be recovered for the clean and jerk, although it's heavy.
He does need this, actually, after winning a bronze medal in the snatch. He's currently sitting in 13th with his 181 kilo opener. He's now up 9 kilos. Strange choice.
Yeah.
After opening with 181. But he needs to make this 190 now in order to move into third in total. And that might not hold up.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Did he didn't get past the knee, did he? Almost. See, so yesterday, if you guys recall, remember, we saw the one lifter who did that and then still managed to make the lift.
Which is the first time I think we've ever seen that.
So when somebody initiates it and drops it back in, that's usually what happens right here.
Gonna clean the bar off a little bit, it looks. Right now, Mayura is a lifter at 191.
6 kilos. Should move him to 343.
To hold on, needs to steady. No.
Oh. So this was the deal with him last year. He looked great in the snatch, looked terrific clean, but he sometimes can be, or he was, unstable overhead.
No, yeah.
And it's
Never had
clearly
it
still
under
an
control.
issue.
It's too bad.
Very
That,
nice clean.
That attempt is going to take a lot out of him. A lot out of him.
Look at all that time under tension. He just keeps shaking, moving back. I mean, really, he's
But
lucky he got away from
overhead,
it, to be honest.
that overhead stability is a thing.
Right now, Okong Chol just took 175 in the back and missed the jerk. Sounds like. So we'll see how this 191 goes.
Well, his 85 opener was really solid.
That's solid too. Yeah.
That's going to put him in very good position for a medal.
Yeah.
154, 191, 345, and now CJ Cummings is being called with 191.
His best 193, which is the junior
World record.
Been a while since we've seen him.
He's taken, I think, like 160 in the back.
150, a few power cleans, I think, right?
Yeah.
So this would give CJ a 341. Second in the clean and jerk, fourth in total. Would not be enough to move him into a medal position in total right now.
So, Not a great day for the
Yeah, it looks a little off.
Which a human being is,
You're allowed an off day.
yeah, bad timing for it, but
Pushed on. I'm here. All right.
A little out of sorts.
Yeah. Still ends up with a 333 total at a gold event, which means the score is worth more for Olympic qualification.
Ju Kyo, 191, 5-kilo jump. Similar situation. It would move him second in the clean and jerk, fourth in total. Give him a 342.
Slow through that middle.
Yeah. Looks like he might have
tweaked something in his back.
No, he's all right.
Yeah. So this 190 is really proving to be a dividing line. 190, 191.
Great position. Kind of got back on his heels a little bit. Yeah, makes it real tough to.
So this is a contest in a situation where the first miss, if you will, in the snatch opened the door for somebody. In this case, it's in the clean and jerk contest. It's been a little bit of a war of attrition.
Yeah.
And lifters who you thought might have been set back out of the fold, thanks to some misses in early openers from leaders in the snatch competition, the whole thing became an open door again.
So right now, this lifter, Andreev, he's in silver medal position in the total. And I don't know that he was on our radar.
No.
But he just built on the snatches. He had 3 successes.
Well, he made lifts. You know, at the end of the day,
you got to make lifts.
You got to make lifts.
Right?
And in this field, with them being this tightly packed, that's really what it comes down to.
Yeah, unless you're Shuji Young, you're so far ahead it doesn't matter.
Right.
When you're this tightly spaced, got to be smart. Andreev, third attempt, 192. Watch the hands. No,
So
just
it was
too much.
uneven now. Like he slid out one arm further than the other.
So I don't know that it's had an impact yet, and that's the danger of doing something like this. You guys realize that to this point, Shuji Young has power cleaned more than the rest of this field is clean and jerked.
That's correct.
I mean, I wonder what it's like to just be so right, what, there?
Can't really see it from that angle. I don't know if you can even see it in slow motion.
Maybe if you give JP those glasses, he could see.
These are my fancy.
All right, so here it is.
Shuji Young, 197, world record attempt.
So I guess, is he going to
jerk and total?
Is he going to power clean this is the question.
So give him a 363-kilo world record total.
Sitting down on the plate. World record done with relative ease. he is.
He does have swagger, but if
He
you
does
look
have
like this,
Apparently, he wears the different colored shoes. When asked, because his coach said that's when you're world champion, you do whatever you want.
or no, when you're as good as you are, you do whatever you want.
Yeah. So 197, gold across the board.
So
And
it
he's
looks like he
passing
has
on the
passed
third.
his third attempt, so that will do it. In the men's 73 kilo category, there is your winner in the clean and jerk. There's your winner in everything.
Yeah.
Oh Kang-chul.
Who hung on in the clean and jerk really well.
Tremendous effort.
Yeah.
Does a great third jerk he made.
3 for 3 series, by the way, for him in the clean and jerk.
And there is our bronze medal in the clean and jerk. Andreev of Bulgaria.
I think that's Gidikov.
The coach?
Yeah. Former Bulgarian great.
Gold medal in the total, Xu Zhiyong. With a commanding performance, 363 kilo total. There's his world record, 197 again.
I mean, he's good for well over 200.
You would think so, right? I mean, the jerk at least presses him a little bit, right?
Yeah.
He looks like he's at least got a fight.
Still can't believe we saw him power clean 190 tonight.
Well, and it's almost one of those things where it's like,
Silver medal in the total, Oh Kang-chul.
like you see the social media stuff and you almost think it's laughable. But he did it on the competition platform.
Again, I've never been in a place, I don't think, in weightlifting where you heard that collective gasp like that.
Right.
There's our bronze medalist in the total. There is Xu getting ready for the medal ceremony.
Yeah, you know, you're right, though, David. To send an audible gasp through the auditorium at the World Championships, I mean, the only clear memory of hearing that before is what? The 220 snatch.
I don't even know. I mean, that was like excitement.
That was raging.
I don't know that I've ever been in a meet where I heard, like I said, the
wave.
audible gasp.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Watch, take a look and listen. Sits on the plate. Lining up our medalists now. We expected a strong showing from Xu Zhiyong. He did not disappoint.
No.
Even though JP still wants that 168 snatch.
Well, I mean, he gave us the clean and jerk record, so.
And just watch this 190.
I mean, come on.
You can hear the crowd.
I don't even know what to make of it.
You can hear the crowd gasp. When's the last time you saw a 190 power clean by anyone? Here are the results of the clean and jerk, the men's 73 kilogram category. which include a new world record by Shuji Yong.
2. Well, actually, all right, for the clean and jerk,
For the
yes.
clean and jerk, yeah.
And there are the results in the total. 363.
Yeah.
I mean, in 2 through 10 in this class is solid, but look at the spread from gold to silver, just unbelievable. I mean, to be